So, I wanted to post some information that will likely make a lot of you feel better if you didn't get into an Ivy League college. So, as you know, it's very difficult to get into an Ivy League school to begin with. There's tens of thousands of applicants for just a few spots. But one thing that makes it even more difficult is if you don't live in the Northeast, you're even at a very much more difficult odds of getting into one of those schools. So I just wanted to tell you the geographic center point of most of the acceptees of the Ivy League schools, which there's 8 Ivy League schools. So I want to make sure everybody understands there's Princeton, Yale, Cornell, Columbia, Dartmouth, Brown, and I'm missing one other, University of Pennsylvania. So all of those are in the Northeast and pretty much the centers around New Jersey. And that's where most of the kids that are accepted come from. So it could be both population because there's a lot more people in New Jersey, and it's also just the general center point of all those schools. So if you look at the map of those 8 schools, they pretty much are scattered right around that area. Columbia's in New York, and UPenn's obviously in Pennsylvania, and Cornell's in New York, and then Princeton's in New Jersey, and so on. Brown's Rhode Island, Yale is Connecticut. So anyway, the odds are astronomical getting in, but if you're not from the Northeast, it's much worse. So if you're one of 40 plus states that aren't that geographically close to the Northeast, then you were at a major deficit. So hopefully that'll make you feel better, because I know my son had great stats, way above averages, and didn't get into the 4 that he put in for. I think it was 4. So it's very difficult, and we're from California, so I'm suspecting that they realize it's a big obstacle to travel from one place to the other and go back home 3-4 times a year or whatever. So they just pick people mostly from their area, which makes sense. It'd be easier for somebody to commit to a college that's close to their home as opposed to somewhere far away. So hopefully that makes you feel better.